You are watching LATCA Community Academy Eagle News. I'm Anisha Kelly.
And I'm Joshua Thomas.
During our school news broadcast, we will update special events and other stories of interest that involve our students, teachers, parents, and community.
Here are a few reminders. Saturday, March 7th and March 28th, Saturday school will be from 9:30 a.m. to 11:30 a.m.
Monday, March 16th through Friday, March 20th, there will be no school. We will be out for spring break.
March 24th, kindergarten field trip to Science City from 9 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. During the school year, our students get to hear life lessons from professional people who live in our community. These talks can be pretty helpful, from how to treat people right, preparing for college, to starting your own business. LATCA student reporter Irvin White caught up with Kansas City Police Officer Daniel Watson, who was here representing the departments of DARE.
The purpose of the DARE program is to teach you about making responsible decisions to stay away from drugs, tobacco, and alcohol. And we also talk about bullying, which bullying is a big problem in a lot of our schools today. I hope none of you are bullies, right?
How long have you been working on the force?
I've been a police officer for 19 years now, and I've been a DARE officer for 2 years. Prior to that, I worked in the Police Athletic League, where I did after-school programs with a group of kids. I did that for 7 years.
Do you deal with such things as domestic violence?
I have. I used to be a detective in the domestic violence unit, and so domestic violence is another big problem that we have in our community. And domestic violence is defined as you could be in a relationship, or even if you were roommates. If two people live together in the same household, like you and him live together as friends, roommates, nothing like that, but if you're roommates and you get into a fight and someone gets hurt, that would be considered domestic violence because you live together.
Do you feel we as a race could change the community?
Yes, I do. I believe that if everyone come together, that a lot of changes could happen. But we have to come together as a community to do it. If we could start at a younger age where the kids understand and continue to teach them right from wrong, making responsible decisions, as they get older, the more they hear it, I think more likely they will make better decisions.
Has there ever been a time where you were riding in your police car and you came across a kid doing drugs?
Yes, I have. And in situations like that, I try to be as helpful as possible. I do contact the parents and try to get the kid as much help as I can.
Is there anything else you'd like to add?
Make safe and responsible decisions. Make good choices in your life. Get your education.
Thank you, Irvin and Officer Watson.
Our teachers here at LATCA do a good job making sure we get all of our class information and the personal attention we need to do our best while in school.
That's right, but without the help of our school's parent liaison finding profitable fundraisers, we wouldn't be able to enjoy some fun extracurricular events or accomplish some classroom activities. Our Danisha Kelly talked to Ms. Eatman, who's making a difference at our schools with the students and our parents.
What is your name and your title?
My name is Miss Eatman, and my title is Parent Liaison.
What is your main focus here at LATCA Academy?
To see every last one of our students be successful, not just here at LATCA, but also in high school, as well as going off to college. This is my first year working with the 8th graders as a whole, but to see 100% of graduation from our 8th graders.
What are some of the projects that you have planned for the school year?
For this school year, some different projects are a popcorn fundraiser. That will be the spring fundraiser. When we are at Field Day, to introduce different activities at Field Day, as well as to do an 8th grade brunch. This would be the first year that the 8th graders get to have the opportunity to have a brunch and to travel to Six Flags.
For the projects you are responsible for, how are you able to get students to participate?
I go to the students, to the 8th grade students first, and ask them what would they like to see take place for their 8th grade year, to get their input, as well as I try to have a parent meeting every other month, as well to get the parents involved. And then I listen to them and then go back to my 8th grade team and present things on the table, and then we go for there and discuss it. As far as school-wide is concerned, when parents come in just to meet with the principal or to sit in classrooms to do their volunteer hours, I ask them what would they like to see take place here at LATCA.
Do you feel these projects are important to student development and why?
I do. I feel like it would give them self-confidence. It will also help them on their speaking, as well as when someone tells them that they can't do it, that they still put their best foot forward and do it anyway. As well, it gives them an opportunity to know that it's more to just going into the classroom, sitting and learning. It also gives them experience to try and do different things, to have an entrepreneur mind.
What roles do parents play in help you with the projects?
They bring different ideas to me as far as what design they would like to see for a new t-shirt, a new sweatshirt, as far as different activities, maybe something different served at principal breakfast for those who have students that make it quite often. Not only that, they like to talk about what is it going to look like. What more can we offer them as a school to get them even more active? So a lot of parents bring different ideas to the table.
Thank you, Donisha and Ms. Eman. Our next big fundraiser will run through the month of March. Our school will be making orders through Popcorn Palace for some scrumptious gourmet popcorn.
I love going to the movies, and if you're anything like me, you can't wait for the weekend to hang out with your family or friends and enjoy watching a good movie. But you know what's better than waiting for the weekend? Is going during school time.
That's right, our 8th grade class recently took a field trip to see the movie Selma. Unlike most movies, this one is about real life. The movie takes you back in history to 1965 and recounts the story of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s historic voting rights march from Selma to Montgomery, Alabama. It showed us some of the unbelievable struggles for Black Americans to secure equal voting rights.
New York.
We are going to show you just a little clip of the movie Selma and let some of our students give you their thoughts.
Sympathy marches.
I'm very aware of that, Mr. Hoover. What I do know is he's nonviolent. What I need to know right now, what's Martin Luther King about to do next?
I think the movie Selma was a very sad movie. It resembled what happened and during segregation times and how African Americans wanted rights and needed rights because it just wasn't fair.
When we went to go see the movie Selma, I thought it was a nice movie. And it really opened my eyes to see how much people in our African American leaders in the past fought for us to have our equal rights.
And it was very heartbreaking considering the fact that African Americans were always mistreated, killed, and abused. I just don't think that people should have to go through that just to get what they want in life. Everybody should be entitled to their own kind of freedom.
Hell, it's probably bugged. Probably.
My thoughts about the movie Selma was that it was really sad and it was hard to believe that our own people was being beaten and treated not fair. What they did to African Americans wasn't right. All they wanted was just to have their rights to vote, like civil rights. And it you shouldn't have to go through all this to get what you want. And African Americans nowadays should be thankful for what our ancestors did in the past for us to have a better life today.
Those that have gone before us say no more.
That's our show for this week. Here are a few school announcements. Saturday, March 7th and March 28th, Saturday school from 9:30 to 11:30 a.m.
Monday, March 16th through Friday, March 20th, there will be no school. We will be out for spring break.
Tuesday, March 24th, kindergarten field trip to Science City from 9 a.m. to 12:30 p.m.
If you have any announcements or stories of interest, leave us a message at the front office. Attention, Eagle News.
I'm Donisha Kelly.
I'm Joshua Thomas.
Have an 8-point day.